recorded in my Google 7 Pro Lineage OS without stabilizer. Very warm day in Madrid, Retiro. And today the video is about homeschooling. We've been doing videos on this classical anarchists, that is the fake ones, the Europeans, the revolutionary psychopaths who wanted to destroy everything, and then a little bit on the Americans, on Thoreau, Spooner. Maybe we do more of those later on. But now we are going to talk about real freedom, not theoretical. So this is about homeschooling in Madrid, how it's been, how it will be, what it looks like. Beautiful summer day, very hot but beautiful, here in Retiro. And this will be done in English, yes, so it takes them longer to get us, I guess. Well, now with the AI, they can just write it. Look at them. They are unwelcome foreigners, those parrots. They're very intelligent animals. But also the pigeons were once probably came. The blackbird there came from somewhere else. Or those gypsies talking something there. Or the magpie there. Oh, it's a real bird soak here. They are also homeschooling. They are also home living. They are also doing their own thing. Homeschooling means that you don't abide by the rules dictated by people who you never agreed with. It means that you don't obey an authority that you don't recognize, because may you recognize the authority of people who didn't ask you about yourself. But doing it about your children is different. It means that they belong to them. Okay? If your children belong to them, they don't belong to you. So you are not really there. You are the biological parents, but they are the biological owners. So, okay. So here in Spain, it's like you have the tutela, which is what is it in English? Okay. You are responsible for them, but it's because other people, the real owners, they let you, so they can get it from you. Okay. So all those words, all that lexicon is really nasty. Look at the horses, beautiful. Police on top, also very beautiful. Police are the people in charge to make the denounces for homeschooling, which is illegal in Spain. It's not illegal, it's illegal. I mean, it's out of the law, it's forbidden. There is no clear penalty for it other than schooling the children, which, as I said, it's a very bad penalty. I mean, it's like putting them into these prison camps. So the thing is first that there is no debate about it. I mean, if you start debating it and then you're right, people won't debate you anymore. They can just denounce you, or they can. But there is no real reason for forcing someone who is not part of your family or anything to school their children, right? The main reason is just the totalitarian intention of many people. When we had the pandemic rules here, which were all insane, crazy and totalitarian, so many people were in favor of them. Not because they were fearful of the consequences of the pandemic, but because they were very happy to be able to rule, to retire, I would say, to take the respect away from the others, right? And gain the right of giving orders. So being able to threaten people, makes you feel powerful, right? So we people who don't like that, people who don't recognize the right of the government or of the society to educate not just our children but the children of others, because they don't have it, because they are not their children, because we had to do something about it, which is homeschool, right? If they don't like them, try to explain why you're doing it and how it is, and your children can show that they are fine, and try to get a group of people who do the same. Then in the groups of people who do the same, the most common thing I've seen here in Spain, here in Madrid, is that they don't care at all about educational freedom. They don't really care. I'm talking like 90% of them, 9 out of every 10, 90 out of 100, they don't really care about the freedom of the individual. They exercise it, they practice it, but they are mostly like radical fanatics of some sort. They have their great ideas in mind and they want to apply them to their world. They have these paranoias. It can be medical paranoias, it can be sociological paranoias. Many of them here in the US, you have all the Christian homeschooling, which I respect, but they have their society, right? They have their ideology, their religion, right? And it's fine. You can do whatever you want. It's very common there. Here you have the ultra feminists. Here Spain is a feminist country. It's a radical feminist country, extreme left ideology. They basically hate society, how it is, and they live on that hate, on that hatred. Yeah, so feminists, basically they want to change the sex of their child, and they want to, they have this resentment, and it's better if you get away from them, because they will do you no good. They'll just repeat their mantras and all their weird stuff and all their so maybe the children are nice, no, but they'll probably live in trauma, like not being able to eat meat, or not because of moral thought, but because of pure resentment with society. And those are people who need psychological help, and still they have the right to educate their children, as long as they don't do them a clear and intentional harm. Then you have some religious fanatics, Christian, probably there are Muslims who want to force the shovel down their shoulder all their BS. Well, they have their reasons too. You cannot forbid them, but this is people you find. Then you have people who care for their children when they are very little, especially, and they want to breastfeed them and have them with them all the time. They just love their children. They are okay. They don't have like very clear ideas normally why they homeschool, but they love their children, and these people are the future of humanity, because the others, I mean, they need to pass their genes, you know, because most of the others obviously don't have children and don't care, just by accident, and don't care about them at all. They just give them away to these public jails. And I call it public jails. They talk about the law of the jungle, about not socializing, children not socialized with jails and jailers, because you say that, I say this. You say Far West, I say concentration camps. You say within reason, then it's different. It's like, well, you have this option, I have this other option. You gotta give me this option. I don't make your option illegal. I don't want to make schools illegal. I just don't want my children to be trapped into one and think that this is the whole world, because this is, I don't think it's something positive. If you do, it's great. If you don't, you homeschool in Madrid at the present time, I cannot tell you the details, because this is public, and it can be dangerous for the people who are on it, because the government here in Spain believes that the children are their belonging. So they said they don't belong to the fathers. Yeah, but you say, it's my son. It is what belongs to you is the responsibility over them. That's your belonging. It's my son, my family. It's not your property, because people are the property of other people. They are not slaves, but they are under your care, and the care of them belongs to you, not to your uncle. Of course, whole of society is there to help, and they will be if needed, because children are very much like, but you don't step on the father's toes. That's all. And if you think you can, then you are an enemy. You're an enemy because you are a tyrant, you are an enslaver, and your actions should be especially forbidden in a just society. Has it been easy? Well, a piece of cake, actually. You know, children, they just love to be on their own, and to not tell them so much what to do. They are the constantly new generation. The world is theirs. What you pass on to them means so much, but what you pass are your actions and your example, much more than your knowledge. You pass oppression, or you pass guidance. You pass them respect, or you pass them orders. You pass them discipline, or the means to build that discipline for themselves. And then you'll have responsible people around you in the future. Or you'll have picaresque, you'll have thieves and people who cheat because they learn how to cheat the rule and how to obey inner parents but think otherwise. And that's also what it's about. Anyway, I'll do a series of videos on homeschooling because I don't know, maybe we can do it later on, and so now it's a great time.